Hi, everybody. This is Elizabeth Erbrecht with Conversations in Death and Dying, the show for people who want to talk about death and dying, don't want to talk about death and dying, and everything in between. So today's conversation is going to be about the intimacy of death. And this is going to be a short conversation. I could talk for hours on this, but I last week met with a friend of mine who is going to help me with a project of mine that will be released in a couple of months. I'm not going to announce it anytime soon until it is completed, but she was helping me with a piece of it, and she brought up the term intimacy with the dying. And I thought that's a really interesting word to use, and it's so true. A lot of what I do and a lot of what people do that work with the dying, it does get very intimate. It's a part of our life that not a lot of people get to be part of and get to witness or help. And I think that is definitely the correct word. And it was interesting because I was like, oh, can I use that word in what I'm creating? And I thought, yes, actually I can. And I thought, oh, I'll do a video on it. So intimacy, what does that word mean to you? For me, intimacy is quiet and close and something almost sacred. And when you get to be with a person who's in the dying process, they are in that intimacy. They are processing in a quiet, close, comforting process. And as end-of-life workers or people who want to volunteer or work with the dying, you get to be part of that intimacy. And you get to have some of your own also. And it's just such a powerful word to use. And I think I'm going to choose to use it for what I'm creating in the next couple months. So what does intimacy mean to you guys in the terms of death and dying? And is it something that you would want to have with other people while you're in that process? So some things to chew on and think about. But thank you for joining me this week in Conversations in Death, the show for people that want to talk about death and dying, don't want to talk about it, and have questions and everything in between. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.